Good morning, everybody. Got to do a quick video this morning. Been a few days, 2 weeks, I guess. And yeah, who's winning this game? It's crazy. It's just crazy, is it not, guys? The it just doesn't matter, does it? When I guess for me, the biggest deal is how we're supposed to be on the same team, but the other side. It don't matter if you're selling kittens. If you're on the other side, don't buy those kittens. They're diseased. They're racist, something, right? They're just wow. Just the the anger on the other side, and it's so funny how you see these pundits talking. They're like, yeah, when the right gets violent, it's not good. It's just they are very, very, very dangerous. And it's like, when when was the last time the right got politically violent? It's just wow. The left, they don't mind at all. They even all their congressmen, senators, everybody goes out there and says, "Look, take to the streets, man. We gotta make sure these people understand. We ain't playing this mess. Y'all gonna do it the Democratic way, or you ain't doing it at all." Everything's racist. Everything's misogynist. Everything's phobic. They're phobic. They're freaking success phobic. That's what it is. They're success phobias. They're success phobic. Yep, for sure. That's the deal. They don't. They just don't want nice things for anybody else but themselves. And are very good at collecting for themselves. And it's just watching all this. You know, the whole deal with the little hats and the little war they got going on over there. That's crazy, huh? Huh? I mean, waking back with you guys as usual. But that whole thing going on over there, that's just crazy. That's like your neighbor's kid busts your window out and you burn his house down. I have a right to defend myself. He busted a window in my house. Do I not have a right? Do I not? I mean, it's just so wow. Over the top. Talk about, wow, man, overkill. And it's so funny is I'm sure most people saw it. No, I don't know if I can say most people, but the whole push in like the last 2 months of all these little hat fans coming out going, look, you shouldn't talk about the little hats unless you're an expert on the little hats, and unless you've been to the little hats country, unless you know everything about little hats. You yeah, you got no say. You got no say. We're God's chosen people. That's so crazy. Good stuff. The oh yeah, real quick. What am I having? I'm having that. Have y'all had any of these? It's it's the hemp THCA ones. But yeah, it's just crazy how we we're supplying all the weapons. Why don't we just stop supplying all the weapons? Just saying. How about we? How about we just say, look, here's what we're gonna do. The gang, y'all we'll give you enough to have some defensive materials, but yeah, as far as shooting them right now, we give them to you. No, 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 we're not gonna give you any more. Let's go stop. But it's just so casual for them. That's what's crazy. It's just so casual. They're just like, we're gonna do a bombing run this morning. Hopefully, we take out hundreds, if not thousands, of people, and that'll be a great day. You know, wow, what kind of world are we in? What kind of world was I born into? I mean, said it before, we were all born at this time for a reason. And I think me and people that watch my videos and other ones like it, where I like the new, I don't know if it's a new term, but we noticed. We're noticers. We noticed that this is kind of messed up, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And it's just so hard. I don't know about y'all, but for me, to just be like, did we really win World War II? Why we never won another war? You hear the owls back there? Why? How come we're like 2-5 at war, and everybody says we're the biggest, baddest boys on the block? Boy, those owls are getting after it. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That is the female. Yeah, boy, she's loud. But we just this whole thing about we're the biggest, baddest boy on the block, but yet we let one little bitty country milk us, bilk us, scam us, shoot us, stab us, blow us up, over the last 60, 70 years, and we're just like, oh, they're our best friend, man. Yeah, they're our best friend. Friendly. It was friendly fire. It was friendly fire. You know, they didn't mean to. They said, well, they didn't tell us sorry or anything, but we know. What the fuck? Just amazing. And oh crap! Did y'all see Joe Biden's latest appearance? Wow. That's just crazy. I like the montages they're running now of all the people going, our president may be the best president ever. He is so cogent. He's the best ever. Right. I have been with him every day and he is amazing. Wow. And everybody knew. That's what's so sad. Is everybody knew. Everybody knew. Everybody's like, come on, man, guys. But the way the Dems spun their way out of it and played the game with old Camel Toe. Is that woman a piece of work or what? Y'all see her latest speech? It was almost as bad as what was her little, what was it? Something that was the future. Yeah, y'all know her stupid stuff word salads. This one was bad. She was really quiet and thoughtful and so sympathetic. Jesus, people. But it amazes me that the sides can. I mean, like I said, the left, man. If you're selling kittens, they're gonna be like, "Hey, don't y'all realize kittens are racist? Don't you realize kittens are so oppressive that we should ban kittens just because Trump, just because Trump likes kittens? Uh, try 'em. Try them. You sit there and say, "Yeah, no, it ain't that dumb." Try them. Try them. They're certainly going to bat for illegal alien gang members. They're certainly going to bat for anybody, anybody that they think might vote on their side. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But the left's ideology, they just went crazy, didn't they, guys? I mean, did they not just go so far freaking crazy left? It's just no way, man. Y'all gotta stop. And canceling everybody and calling everybody racists and homophobes and all that. Jesus, come on, man. I don't like you because you're a dumbass, not because of who you sleep with. And how did we get there? That one of your main identifiers is who you sleep with. And that's just, you're like, I'm like, wow, wow. And who was it? Was it Adam Carolla? I was watching him the other day. He's all, what happened to cross dressers? Remember Phil Donahue? He'd have shows and they'd have cross dressers on. He's like, now all of a sudden they're freaking, now they're transvestites. What the hell? I thought we had these weird guys that they like to dress up like women. Okay, fine. And there were a few that went all the way and had the surgeries, but they were usually in Europe. Right? It came here in the 70s. Y'all remember the story of that doctor? Who is he? He's a German doctor. Got run out of the country and come over here and worked in Canada and worked here. I forget his name. But yeah, that whole, what happened to just a good old cross dresser, man? And we had, when I was growing up as a kid, we had a guy, Johnny, and he was a cross dresser. And sometimes he'd be walking down the street in a dress, sometimes he wouldn't. And I think Johnny liked the game of going out and when he was dressed as a woman, just to see if anybody could tell. Right? It was weird. But also, keep going over it, right? We all go over it. In the school, 0 kids with peanut allergies, no autistic kids. Had one kid was in elementary school. He was retarded. He had seizures and stuff. It almost, now that I look back, it was almost like he had MS or something, right? But I don't know. I was 3rd, 4th grade, but that was only one kid. And then we had a black girl in our class. She was borderline, retarded, but they did the best they could to keep her in our class. And everybody was cool to her. Everybody, but that was that. I mean, it wasn't, wow. And talk about gay. One guy, and he was a friend of mine, played football and stuff. And when we got in high school, John Busby, instead of continuing to play sports, he went and did a cheerleading. And guess what? Nobody gave a flip. Nobody gave a flip. And John was a great cheerleader. That dude was a gymnast, man. He could freaking get it done. He was a heck of an athlete. But, he's homosexual, so what? Nobody even talked about it or made a thing. And now it's just, oh my God, if you find a straight kid in a classroom, you find a kid without some issues, a health issue, mental issues, something, you're going to be lucky. Hard to find a normal freaking kid. You've seen these zombie kids? They sit there and they have on a hoodie and they just have their phone. You say something and they look up, whoa, all back on their phones. These phones, man, wow, that's the most evil thing ever put out, huh? And I hate it too. I'll set mine down and just leave it like in the garage half the day. I just leave it. Just set it down, walk away from it, turn the ringer and everything off. Ain't nothing pending that I have to have that thing on me 24/7. So, dang, they're sure freaking convenient, right? I mean, whoever thought we'd have a computer at our fingertips? Just Google it. Google it. Google it. This is wow, guys. Who's winning this whole thing? Is there a winner? Is there? I know there's some people that are losing in this whole thing. This whole system has been rough on them, but and there's not much we can do. We work in the system they put out there. We think we have a say in it. We think we can go, oh, I voted for him, man. He gonna make it right. Eh, yeah, man. Has anybody? Don't you love that they can go back and have video of the last 3 or 4 presidents going? We have commissioned a council to look at government waste, fraud, and abuse. We're going to start cutting it. We're going to cut that fraud and abuse, man. We're going to cut it. And it did nothing. I think they set up these commissions to figure out better ways to fleece us, better ways. And they did. They came up with the NGO. Oh, it's an NGO. Well, we work with them, but they're not government. They're not us. Oh, fuck. Boy, was that a scam, huh, guys? We never saw that coming. We thought, what a cool deal. These people are helping so many people. Then you find out they brought in $27 million last year, and 1% went to the actual deal. The rest went to overhead and administrative costs. Oh, the person that runs it, yeah, they make $1 million a year. Oh, the 200 of them, yeah, they make 750,000 a year. Oh, the 200 of them, yeah, they make $500,000 a year. Who are they? Oh, they're senator's daughter. One of them is a judge's wife. And are you kidding me? They just, God, it's just a web they threw out there. Family members giving them shell companies. Oh my God. What a fleecing. What a fleecing. You always thought, it's kind of hard to believe that if just the average still like me paid that amount in taxes, and there's just this much people that just need this much help to get up and they're chill and they don't need us anymore. Right in that what welfare and all that was supposed to be a hand up, not a handout. Just get you past the rough patch, get you through. I thought that's what it was. I thought that's all it was. That's what it's supposed to be about. Um, okay, you don't need so much extra money for rent and all that, but you could use a little extra for food. Sure, here's some food stamps. Right, that'll get you by. Get back on your feet. This is good for 60 days. Right, come back if things hadn't changed. Right, I thought that's the way it used to work. Isn't that the way it used to work? I could swear that was the way it's supposed to work. And then it became a lifestyle. Then it became a culture. And then it became a detriment. And man, have y'all seen all the black guys coming out saying they're sick of it? I'm tired of you fools out there making us look bad, tearing up restaurants, ruining cruises, right? Clearing out malls. Just wow. And they're getting enough of it. If y'all haven't seen him, Officer Tatum on YouTube. He's good. He's pretty good. I like watching his stuff. He's a pretty sharp guy. But it's just wow. When I was growing up, I grew up on the west side of town. There were about 10 white families, and the rest were Hispanic and black. And nobody had no problem. Then there was no problems. We, just like any kids, we had buddies and we had guys that we didn't so much like, and I got a few fights, but it wasn't animosity, it wasn't trouble, right? We'd still see each other and be fine. But man, it ain't like that now. Wow. I felt bad that like our 20-year high school reunion, I'd seen them on Facebook before the reunion. A couple of the black guys that I hung around with, and boy, they had some radical stuff on there, man. They were reparations, all that stuff. And I'm like, man, that ain't the guy I knew. And when I saw him, you could feel the tension. They were hating on people, and I don't know why. I don't get it. We grew up together. You know, I ain't what you're having a problem with. But I guess best thing I can say is the Lord wins in the end, right? And seek ye first the kingdom of God. Where does it lie? Kingdom lies within, right? Jesus said, take no thought. Be still, know I'm God. Go in your closet, pray, keep a secret. You'll find it. If thine eye be single, your body be full of light. And ain't nobody gonna get it for you. You gotta find it yourself. These churches are just wow. I'm so I'm so turned on religion these days. Wow. What a bad system. What a bad system. Got so many people out there walking around just knowing. that's what that's what God wants them to do. Just knowing. And yeah, I ain't gonna get into all that right now. But let's see, I went 22 minutes. Yeah, that's all I wanted to. I guess that's all I want to talk about. We we struggle not with flesh and blood, but with powers, principalities, different. It's hard, but it's all in us. Right? We create heaven, we create hell. It's all ours, nobody else's. Personal responsibility. We we gotta go. We gotta go be. What do you say? Gotta be present in our communities. We've got to make sure and back our leaders that are gonna supposed to do our Christian conservative humanitarian policies, and we've got to stand behind them. Too many times we elect people in, and then nobody shows up. Nobody goes to vote. Nobody goes right to support. Right, everybody just sits back and armchair quarterbacks. We got to get more community. We got to get back. When other people see that it's okay, then we'll get going there. But there is a big mind shift. I don't know if y'all saw, if y'all watched there's a YouTube channel that has a running deal of the shaman residents and all that, and different volcanic activity, all that. He said in the last like 2 or 3 months, there's been some days, man, where huge spike in the shaman resonance, and that's a real good sign of elevated consciousness, of humanity. And so let's see, guys, everybody you know, keep going the right direction. And I guess that's all. Good discernment, good vibrations. Love you all. Thanks.